Kitty. Here's Kitty.
Oh, hello. How are we? Hiya. How are we doing, gang? I'm back again. Back again. Yes, how are you? I'm like that verruca that just won't go away no matter how much you pumice stone it, no matter how much you put a banana skin on it, it just keeps coming back, and that's me. My name is Kitty. Of course it is Kitty Cassis. Cassis like the dark, sweet, viscous, slightly sickly liqueur. Only tolerable in very small doses. How are we doing out there, gang? This is Calling Kitty. It's a audio podcast with a visual element, and if you haven't logged on to the YouTube link to check out the visual element, can I suggest you do so? You won't be disappointed. All right. Now you might be disappointed, but you might want to pay extra on our gold membership level, and that's when you might catch me flicking my bean. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling. Spotify, as I said before, have classified this as explicit. I don't know why. I'm just giving out advice to, the people who are seeking, the spiritual seekers out there. But apparently that is not for children's ears. I mean, I can't blame you, really. Calling Kitty is for the teenage boy who insists on wearing his jeans approximately halfway down his thigh, so that his waistband is really making you think about gravity and how physics works. Have you seen them, Treasure? Is that just me? Is it just me getting older? Because I'm thinking to myself, we are going to see a full arse any minute now. And it's got me baffled. But if that is you, you are welcome here, Treasure. You really are. Please do not, don't turn off just because you've got your jeans, halfway down your arse. That's not a reason to turn off. In fact, it's a reason to stay here. What have I been up to this week? Well, I've been working on this new formula. I'm actually using unwanted bubble wrap to work out a way to use it in lip fillers. Now, some of you might have dropped your bag on the bus thinking, bloody hell, what is she up to now? But what I believe is, I believe in being environmentally friendly, and it's a make, do and mend era that we find ourselves in as well. So anything that you've got, like the packing peanuts, the little polystyrene packing peanuts, what I'm actually using those for, I'm compacting them all and doing a BBL, and I'm doing that on our Wendy. Wendy is 57 years old. She has got no bum whatsoever, and it's been a bone of contention for all of her life. And we've worked on a new sort of a new procedure. Now, the anaesthetic was wearing off just as we were sort of packing it in, and that I got terrible complaints from the neighbours on that afternoon. But again, it's a work in progress, and what I would say to anybody out there who is trying to work on stuff at the moment, maybe you're trying to get that PowerPoint presentation so it's sparkling and it's doing its very, very best for you. Remember, trust the process. Lean into the process, treasures. That's what my advice is today. And if you've got any ideas of maybe beauty dilemmas that you've got, maybe relationship worries, maybe worries at work that you've got, that you can get in touch with me, don't you? And if you're watching this, where am I? HiyaIt'sMeKitty.com. I've got my own domain name. It's all singing, all dancing over there on that URL. So do get in touch with me. Now, we've had lots of people get in touch over the episodes that I've been doing. And if you've just dropped into this episode, it's not like Succession, where you need to have watched the episode before. There's no story arc. There really isn't a plot that you need to cover. But if you have happened to have listened and maybe you subscribed, and maybe I do just pop up on your home, your news screen every now and then saying, she's dropped another one. And I'm sorry about that. We had liver last night. It was very, very rich. But if you have heard before, people can call in. I've had a few people calling. People can write in. People can use the several different platforms and functions to get in touch with me. And some of you may know that I did used to do a lot of work with Claire Rayner and Esther Ranson. Do you think that I saw a crumb of recognition for the agony aunt concept? No. Do you think that I would be doing a podcast to 14 people if I'd seen any kind of remuneration for that? No. But I was there at the birth of the dear Deirdre and Anna Rayburn. She was another great friend of mine. Now she's got a restraining order against me. So, these things do just sometimes evolve the way that they evolve, don't they? But I was always, as you know, treasures, I've been around. I've done everything to everyone, whether they've wanted me to or not, because apparently consent is a big thing at the moment. And I've picked up wisdom wherever I've gone. I've got a unique perspective on certain situations as well, and that's why I can be there to help you. And I think, if I'm right in thinking, especially with me clairvoyant, with me clairvoyant level as well, I do feel like somebody has taken the plunge today and got in touch with me. Here we go. I think we have someone. Hello, calling Kitty.
Hiya.
Oh, hello, treasure.
Hiya.
Oh, it's me old friend, Leslie Bloom. How are you, cock?
Well, I am absolutely fabulous. As always, I always am, Kitty.
Never. You never fail to disappoint me. No, that's not right. You never fail to impress me, Leslie. How are you, treasure?
Yeah. I'm good. I tell you, I've just come back from my senior citizens parkour class, which I teach every single day. We start off in a car park.
Bloody hell, do you?
Do a few moves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Those seniors, I've got to get them zipping. Couple of injuries today, unfortunately.
Oh,
but,
well, that's just par for the course, isn't it? You can't avoid that, can you?
I know. After say sort of 70, 75, there are a few of them, shall we say, don't come back from the session. But it's all right. It's all right. They give it a go. And that's the main thing.
I do find that pensioners are like cannon fodder, though. Don't you, Leslie? There's always another busload waiting.
Oh, there's always more keen to try. And, and I take advantage of that, to be honest. It's what I've based my business on for years.
You're doing the Lord's work, Leslie. You really are.
Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. I think we have a crossover in our background, and going back to those days with Claire Rayner. I hate to mention the word cow, but she was a bit rough, wasn't she?
Listen, a lot of people don't want to speak ill of the dead, but it's only the living that can sue you, and that's what I always say. And I do remember, there was a time, wasn't there? You taught Mr Motivator everything he knows. Did you get any recognition for that?
No, I didn't, and I really didn't. But do you know what? I'm in Mr Motivator's house right now.
Oh, are you? So you're still friends then?
Yeah, I'm looking after his... We're still friends. I'm looking after his Shih Tzu.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's got 10 to 15 Shih Tzu.
Has he? At any one time, he's got
house.
between 10 and 15 Shih Tzus. It doesn't surprise me, to be quite honest.
He does. He likes to keep them motivated, but then he goes on many holidays throughout the year. And when he goes on holidays, I've always said to him, look, love, who's going to look after your Shih Tzu? The only person you can call on is Leslie. So I'm here again with the rabble. They all got funny names.
Am I right in thinking that last time that you were there, Leslie, there was a case of someone breaking and entering?
Oh, there was. And there was a call of Shih Tzu down. Like 3 or 4 went missing. Keith, Ken, Dave. I mean, they've all got funny names. Toby. They all went missing. And it was a case of dog theft. They were put up for ransom. But you know how Mr Motivator's on the big money for the supplements.
Well, he's doing the 80s reunion tours, so that he could pay anything, couldn't he?
Oh, he's raking it in. He's raking it in. So you know, £200,000 or £300,000 later, Kenny, Kevin, Dave, the whole lot are back.
They're all
fine
back.
in the
And
end.
you know,
It's fine.
he'd find that kind of short change round the back of the sofa, wouldn't he? Let's be honest.
Oh, he carries that in that funny little bum bag he has in the front.
Well,
you remember bum bags?
Well, I do. I remember them fondly, and I always thought that bulge in that area was something else, but actually it was just wads of cash, wasn't it?
It was wads of cash. It was thick notes of 50s. Not even 20s.
Not
50s.
20s. No, he's not messing about with 20s. He's going for the red guys, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I've never seen. Have you seen one? I've never seen one. I've
seen one just because our Dave set up a scaffolding company about 6 months ago, and that's all ready. It's all green and folding, as they say. It's all cash. It's all cash.
It's all cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it away from the tax man. That's what we say.
Well, that's
don't we?
it.
But,
I mean,
anyway, it should be recorded.
Well, this is what I was going to say. There are at least 14 people now listening to this who could shop me, but I think that we're all in the same boat there or thereabouts. Now, you've got in touch with me today, Leslie. Is there anything? What's pondering your pickles? What's
Well, I tell you what. I phoned up because I know you help people, and you're a beautiful soul. And you help people, and I just wanted to help you because I know you've been having a little bit of problems, just tiny bits of problems in your love life, and I just wanted to see if I could help you for a change. Come on, there's someone.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I feel like the roles have been reversed, and as you know, I mean, me and my husband Dave, we have been married for 25 years, but he wants me to peg him occasionally. Now, if you don't know what that is, just look it up. And so the roles being reversed is something that I am absolutely comfortable with. That's what I'm saying, Leslie. I am open. I am curious. I am bilingual, as we all know. So thank you for the offer of help. And one thing that I will say is that there's a few. I've had quite a few offers, as you can imagine. Now that I've got a semi-successful podcast that had its first offer of sponsorship. I mean, it was lubrication. Yes, lubricant.
Take it where you can. That's what I say. We're both women.
Well, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. But I am now becoming. I'm becoming the object of quite a few people's obsession. And when I say obsession, I've been sent pictures of shrines that have been made to myself in really dodgy looking bed sits, Leslie, I'm going to be honest. Now, I've courted this attention, I have. But how do I stop them getting kind of totally besotted?
Well, it's difficult, you see. As you know, I attract a rather more high class kind of gentleman. But when you're looking at the lower class kind of bedsit man, I'd just be careful. And you know what? I've got my cards here today. Should we do a little tarot? We do a little bit of tarot for you to see what the cards say.
We are so lucky because, Leslie, I mean, you learnt from the best, didn't you? You were in Peru in the 1930s, from what I can remember.
I certainly was. And what a lovely time it was. Me and Humphrey Bogart sailing down the Peruvian rivers together. but also learning that vital skill of tarot and using ayahuasca before it was, before it was a very straightforward middle class thing that everybody does. You can buy it in the car park at Asda's now. You know,
Absolutely.
I was there
before things were trendy. Before things were trendy, that's when you were doing them, weren't they? That's the nub of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I trend before the trends.
Yeah. Go on then. What's in me stars?
Well, let's have a look. I've got my cards with. Unfortunately, it's Craig's. You know, my son Craig. It's my Craig's top trump dogs. Because I've lost my actual tarot cards now. But I've found that the dogs are a very good, potent symbol of the future. So shall we pick a dog card?
If you don't mind me saying so, a bad workman blames his tools before they even get them out. So that's all I will say. I mean, not to be aggressive or confrontational, but just to put it out there.
I'm not blaming them. The dogs never lie. You know that.
Well, we've got a new dimension that we're entering here now. Then let's have a look.
Here we go. Just say stop when you want a card from the dogs. Oh, let's have a look. It's a boxer dog. Okay. Shall I interpret that for you?
Leslie, you're not going to believe this. But actually, one of these people who've got an obsession with me is a bare knuckle fighter, cage fighter. Leslie,
this is saying, why not have an affair with him? That's what this card's saying. It's saying, follow your dreams.
Follow my nose.
Oh, indeed, follow your nose. But you know what? I think you should have an affair with him. What's he like? That's what the cards are saying, and the dogs never lie. It said boxer. You said to me boxer, and I was like, Look, Dave needn't find out. His libido's low. Why not give it a go? That's the slogan.
The only problem with letting him know, Leslie, is he probably would want to join in. Do you know what I'm saying, Treasure? And this is a physique that I would like to keep all to myself.
You couldn't duct tape him to a chair, could you?
Absolutely. I've got a load of gaffer tape in the shed down there, so that's not a problem. I could easily do that.
Tell you what, I'll duct tape him to the chair for you. Yeah. And then we'll put a little, you've got some of those eye masks from EasyJet.
Yeah, I can sew a couple of those
together. Just put an eye mask on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him on his eyes, and then he can only hear the noise. He can't join in.
Do you know what, Leslie? I think that everybody listening, all of my Calling Kitty regulars who will be listening to this now, scribbling furiously with a pen and paper, because these are truly nuggets of wisdom here now. And like you say, the dogs don't lie.
The dogs don't lie. And to tell you what, you've gone to the extent to peg him, look it up. And so why not take it a step further? Cuckold him in his own house. He'll love it. If he loves the pegging, he's going to love this.
I think that not only is he going to love that, but what I might do is get him to do 87% of the domestic chores around the house as well. Then he really feels like he's been screwed by the patriarchy, and there's nothing quite as erotic as that. Is the Leslie?
Oh, we know. Right.
We know, don't we, Treasure?
Absolutely right.
Oh, Leslie, it's been so lovely to catch up with you, And listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, there might be a little bit, a slight glitch, but Leslie and I don't let that bother us. I mean, we communicated over 6 time zones, didn't we? When you were based in based in New Zealand, and we were setting up that company.
Oh, we did, and it went horrifically wrong, but it's fine. I'm back.
But
now.
We chalk that down to experience, don't we? Look how easy it is to get in touch with me. You can get in touch with Calling Kitty. This can be like a hub. It can be a portal and a source of information and inspiration for anybody out there. Leslie, you are a treasure.
It's been a pleasure. I'm going to go and read my Jilly Cooper book. It's called Tackle.
Lovely.
And, whatever you do today, just have a lovely day.
Listen, make sure that you're wearing some kind of protective pad, because I don't want that furniture getting drenched when you're reading that Jilly Cooper like last time. All right, cock. Ta-ra!
All right, love.
Ta-ra, treasure!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, so that was Leslie Bloom, one of my old favourites, and she's an absolute a funnel of knowledge and wisdom. All of her contact details will be in the show notes so that you can see where she's going, what she's doing, who she's doing it to, and if they're getting consent forms signed, because that's very, very important. We know that, don't we, through bitter experience. Listen, it has been lovely to spend this time in your ears. Get in touch. Hiya, it's me, Kitty, on all the platforms. Remember, do what you need to do. Get that thumb, rating, subscribing, and sharing. And I will be back next time. See you later, treasures. Ta-ra!
Like, follow, subscribe, sign your life savings over to Calling Kitty. Available on all the podcast platforms.